Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be doing my palette roundup today, and I am so excited to show you guys these palettes, and I love them all. Disclaimer, except for one, I have bought all of these palettes with my own money. One of them was a gift, and it was actually my first one, but everything else I have saved my money and bought myself. And that's about it. I hope you guys get some good ideas as to what type of palettes you should look for, and cheap ones to really high-end ones. It's all great. You can find pretty great eyeshadows at any price range, really. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my drugstore type of palettes, and we'll go from there. Alright, so my first drugstore palette is just a really tiny one. It's from the Revlon Photoready collection, and it's in 505, The Impressionist. And when you open it up, it actually tells you where all of the colors go, and I actually got it because of this white pearly color right here. And I really, really like it, and it's such a neutral, nice palette. Something that, like, if you're going out and you won't have time to come home and change your makeup, you can just take this with you and, like, add the crease color, and you're good to go. The next one I want to show you is brand new, and it is from Wet n Wild, and it's the Comfort Zone palette. This is actually my first foray into Wet n Wild products. I had been eyeing this for a while after hearing so many great reviews on it, and so I finally bit the bullet and bought it. It wasn't expensive, so if I didn't like it, it wasn't that big of a loss. But, I mean, the colors in this are so cool and so pretty. I really like this color right here, the definer, because it's like blue in one light and brown in the other. So I'm going to swatch two of these for you. Definer and eyelid. And there we go. This is the definer that I really like, and this is the eyelid that I really like. And I just think they're so pretty. They're so surprisingly creamy, and they go on so nice and so smooth. I wasn't really expecting much from Wet n Wild because they are one of the cheaper brands. I was afraid they were going to be just terrible and not good. But it actually turned out that I really, really like the Comfort Zone palette. I've used it. I just got it, and I've used it almost every day. The next two palettes I want to show you are from the same collection, and they're both by e.l.f. These are their Prism eyeshadows. This first palette is in Naked, and you open that up, and it comes with a little foam applicator, but it comes with all of these really pretty neutral colors. I hope I'm not blinding you. And they're just so creamy and so super pigmented. That's two of the colors. And I barely touched my fingers into them and swirled them around a little bit, and they look so nice. And then I got a second one called Sunset, and this is what it looks like. And it's more like pinks and purples and, colors of the sunset. And I really, really adore the pink and the purple. I just think they're really, really pretty colors. Especially the purple, although it's not really doing much justice on the camera. But I hope you guys can kind of get the gist. And then the last palette I want to show you, I did get at Ulta, but it's a NYX palette. And it's from their Dusk Till Dawn collection, and this is their Dreamcatcher palette. And I absolutely adore all of these eyeshadows. They are so creamy and so pigmented. Let's see, let's get some color from the black and from my favorite color, which is like a bronzy color. And they look like that. And I just think they're so pretty. Sometimes there can be a little bit of fallout, but it's not too bad. They're very smooth, very soft, very buttery. So those are the drugstore palettes that I own, and I really, really like them. If I had to pick my favorite, it would probably be the e.l.f. palette in Natural. I just think it's such a pretty color, and the color payoff is amazing, and they stay all day. They're so, so great. I love them. I don't know if they sell them in stores. I know I got mine on their website, and there are actually 3 colors. I can't remember what the third one is, but I believe it has like green and blue in it. So if you're interested, go to the e.l.f. website and check that out. So now we're moving on to my higher end palettes and my larger palettes as well. I guess the ones in the video before were also high end, but now moving on to the larger size palettes. And the first one I'm going to talk to you about is Smashbox and their Full Exposure palette. When I first saw it come out, I was like, oh, I have to get my hands on this. And I was like, that feeling will pass. It's got too many matte eyeshadows and everything like that. But as time went on, I was like, no, I need this eyeshadow palette. And I'm so happy I did, because I've started wearing more matte colors, and that just, it makes me feel more sophisticated, but I still really love my shiny, sparkly eyeshadows. So this is what the palette itself looks like. The colors in here correspond with the colors down here mostly. And I think they're just so pretty, and I use this a lot, and I haven't even made a dent in any of the eyeshadows yet, but I use them a lot. And I love the brush it came with. I always keep the brushes that come with the palettes, I keep them inside the palette, especially because most of them are double-ended, and I don't want them sitting in a brush holder with like possibly one of the ends getting smushed. So yeah, let me swatch some of these for you. Let's go with the brown, sparkly brown, the sparkly gold, and the matte taupe. And this is what they look like. The gold color that's on my middle finger is actually my favorite color out of the whole palette, because it's gorgeous. It is such a gorgeous color. And I really, really like it. I think they're great quality. I know Smashbox just came out with their double exposure palette, which I've been debating on if I want to get or not, and I know I do, but at the same time I'm like, but I could also buy the Anastasia contour kit, you know, so I'm like kind of torn between one and the other. So when I make that decision, you guys will be the first to know. So for my high-end palettes, I've split them into 2 groups, not by price, but actually by size. I have quite a few small palettes, and then I have some really big 120 color palettes. So they're going to be split into the smaller ones first, and then I'll do the big ones. Sound cool? Okay. The first one I want to show you is just one of those Clinique free gift with purchase, and if I can get it open, is one of their free gift with purchases, and this is what it looks like. It's 2 eyeshadows and a blush. The eyeshadows are in 06 Neutral Territory, and then the blush, which is right here, is in 06 Fig. And let me swipe the blush for you. Swatch, not swipe, I'm sorry. And it's just this really pretty kind of like brownish, rosish, terracotta-y color. Let's go with terracotta. It's a terracotta color. And I don't use these very much unless I am traveling. Then I will pack this and maybe like 1 or 2 of my smaller drugstore palettes, and I'll be good to go instead of bringing like one of my big palettes with me. And then the next thing I have is by Napoleon Perdis, and it's their Angel Baby Eye Quad. And it looks like this. It's just a bunch of really pretty bronzes. I actually haven't been using this too much. but I do love the colors. Like, I really love the orangish bronze color down in the bottom right. And this is what it looks like. Sadly, I don't find the color payoff to be very good. I mean, they're smooth, they're creamy, they go on really nice, but the colors are kind of muted when you put them onto your face. So I was a bit disappointed in that, but this is really good to have if I just want to do like a bronze eye. This is perfect for it. And then the next one I have to show you is, it's not an eyeshadow palette per se, but it's the Benefit's Realness of Concealness palette, which says Mini Fake It Kit, and it's by Benefit. I think I already said that. And it comes with a Boing Concealer, Lemonade, and then High Beam, Lip Plumper, and Ooh La La Lift. Again, this is something I take when I go traveling, because then I don't have to take all of my eye primers and all of my highlighters and all of my blemish cover-ups. My cover-ups, that's what they're called. You know, so I can just take this. And it's really, really handy. It was actually my mom's, and she didn't want it anymore. So she asked me if I would like it, and I was like, of course I want it, it's Benefit. And so that's how I got that. This next palette is also, it isn't eyeshadows, but I wanted to have it in there anyway. It is my 18 color concealer palette, which I've actually used. I used these two colors in a photo shoot actually, because I did not have the right color foundation for the model, and so this comes in real handy as cover-up, but also really, really works as a foundation. So it's really nice. I got it on Amazon for around $10, so it was really, really nice, and I like it. And then I've got the Urban Decay Ammo Palette, which many of you I'm sure have heard of and or own. And I really like this because it comes with 10 eyeshadows, and they're all up to the Urban Decay color standard. And let's see, let's swatch the black one and the blue one. And the black is just one swipe. This one, the blue takes a little bit to show up, but again, that's only like 2 swipes of my finger. So they're really crazy pigmented. They're super, super smooth, like you expect from Urban Decay, and it's really nice. I've been known to throw this into my purse and just kind of touch up my eyeshadow during the day. You know, if I rub it off accidentally or whatever, it really, really works, and I really, really like it. And then the next palette is the Stila, The Eyes Are the Window, and I got it in the color Soul, so let me take it out of the packaging. I kept it in the box because it's too pretty to have lying about, and for lack of getting scratched, but it's this gorgeous gold and rose gold on the back color. And then on the inside, you get 12 colors. Let me see if I can do this way. You get 12 colors. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you. And I really, really love this color right here. I'm not going to swatch it, but I really, really love this color right here, which is called Character. It's called Character. And it's just a really nice pearly, like really, like white with like a hint of pink in it. And I got this during the Sephora VIB sale, and I absolutely love this. It is one of my most favorite eyeshadow palettes because it is so, so pretty. And then in my intro I said there was one palette that I didn't buy myself, and it was this Sephora palette that my mom bought for me when I was in New York with my high school class, not my high school class, my high school choir. And I saw it in the store, and my mom was like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, this will be your birthday gift. And I was like, okay, I'm good with that. But it comes with all of these shadows. This one was just a really, really dark black that broke. But I've almost hit pan on this color right here, because it's one of my favorite crease colors. And I really like the formulation of these. I love how nicely they go on. There's little to no fallout or anything, and it's really, really nice. I love Sephora's eyeshadows and their palettes, so this was like the perfect thing for me. Let's see what I can swatch for you. I'm going to swatch my favorite brown because it has a lot of glitter in it, and this green, which also has a lot of glitter in it. But this is what the two of them look like, and I really, really enjoy using this palette. I don't use it as much as I used to, just because I've gotten bigger palettes, I've gotten more professional, but this I will take traveling with me anywhere. Also because it comes with blushes and lip glosses. And this is something I would have killed for as a child, but it's something I would be lost without today, because this was my very, very first palette, and I love it, and I adore it still. I really, really love BH Cosmetics because their shadows and their blushes and their lip products and everything like that is really super affordable. I actually got the first three things I'm going to show you, I actually got on Outlook for like $6 or $7 a piece. And, you know, on their regular website they're like $12 or $14. And I absolutely love them. You get so many color options, so many choices, and I'm the type of person who loves to play around with color, so it's perfect for me. This one I actually used when I went to my cousin's wedding after striking a show and everything, and I looked completely zonked, and I used this palette to, like, brighten myself up, and it totally worked. It worked great. Nobody knew that I had been up for about 48 hours. And then the next palette I have is, the first one I'm going to show you is the 120 color palette in the second edition. And let me see if I can get this to open. I'll just take the first tray out. This is what the first tray looks like. And it's got, you know, yellows, oranges, browns, pinks, purples, anything you could think of. It's like right here, and it's so pretty. This is actually my favorite out of the two. And then the bottom palette, let's see, will it come out? It will come out. Looks like this. And I really love this color over here, because I'm a sucker for reds and berries. And I love using this to like experiment with color or try new looks, or just be like, hey, I want to, you know, have a bright yellow and bright orange eye and look like fire. Like, these palettes allow you to do so. And then I also have BH Palette 3rd edition. There are 5, I believe. And this is what the first layer looks like. And it's again, very bright colors, a bit more toned down than the first one, but again, very, very pretty. And then the bottom one is just completely different. It's all these smoky eye colors and grays and blacks and deep blues and everything, and it's really, really pretty. I've used this side on friends. I haven't really used it on myself, but I'm trying to learn how to do a smoky eye, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then those were my first 3 purchases from BH Cosmetics when I first bought from them. And then this is the stuff that I actually got at IMATS, And I got the Forever Nude Sculpting Glow palette, which I'm going to open like this. It has a really nice blush over here, 2 sculpting powders, and then a really nice highlight right here, and a yellow shadow. I'm not too sure what the yellow is for. If you know, could you leave it down in the comments, because I can't find anything online about it. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but I would really like to know what the yellow is for. And then I got the light version of the Professional Blush 10 color blush palette. And it looks like this, and I'm really, really happy with it. It's got all of these gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I almost got the dark one as well, but I decided to just get this one and then wait and see. And I really like the colors. There's also some bronzer kind of sculpting powders as well in that palette, so I'm really, really excited to try out. And then the last thing was, again, another thing that I got at IMATS, and it's their Dark Rose palette with the sugar skulls all over it. And I really liked the color range, because I don't have any colors like that from BH Cosmetics, so I'm really excited to give them a shot. I haven't even been able to try them yet, but it came with 12 eyeshadows, 3 blushes, and a felt tip liquid eyeliner, which I love. And so I'm really excited about using this color right here, this purple, and this steel gray kind of color. So let me see if I can swatch those for you guys. Let's see, swatch the purple and swatch this blackish gray thing. I mean, look at the color payoff of those. That is absolutely amazing. And of course I picked the purple because Ravens Nation, of course. And go Ravens. And I think they're really pretty shadows. Really, really pretty shadows. And now on to my some of my most favorite palettes. And that is the Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. And I've already showed you one, the Ammo palette, but this was actually my first eyeshadow palette that I purchased from Urban Decay. It was the Naked 3. And I absolutely love this palette. I use it so much. And I love that it has such beautiful rose-colored shadows. And they're just really nice hues. And I want the first and second edition, but I think I may not want them anymore because they're not colors I would use very often. But these are colors I would use very often because I love pinks. I love how they look on me. And so when I bought this, I was so proud of myself. I was so proud of myself for buying my first Naked palette. And then I have the Oz the Great and Powerful Glinda palette. And I searched high and low for this palette. I mean, I went to 4 different stores looking for it, and they were all sold out. And so I eventually wound up getting it online. But it comes with actually 8 colors because 2 of the palettes are split, like this one. And I use this all the time. Again, I use it a lot. My favorite color is actually this duochrome pink right here. Because in some lights it looks like a lilac color, but in some lights it looks pink. So it's just in a nice all over wash of the lid kind of color. I've actually did the whole look for headshots at one point, and I liked that it came with a purple eyeliner. I thought that was a really great touch, and they're really great because you can pop them out and actually flip it over and see what the colors are and everything. But you can also pop them out and put them into one of their other eyeshadow collection sort of things. So I really, really like this palette. Again, I was very proud of myself for finally finding it. It also came with one of their glossy sticks, so that was really awesome. And then when I bought the Ammo palette, I also bought this Smoked palette, and I'm really happy because it came with this book on how to, like, do a smoky eye, which is great because I have no clue how to do one. I know, bad makeup artist, I don't know how to do one. I'm learning, I'm self-taught. But I like that it came in, like, this really secure zipper pouch, so there's no way of it, like, popping open. And it's just full of these really deep, except for the first two matte ones, these really deep shimmery colors. Loaded looks like this. It's this really, really pretty, deep, deep emerald green. Almost a forest green is actually how I would probably describe it. And it also came with a full-sized Perversion eyeliner. I knew it came with a Perversion eyeliner, but I didn't know that it was going to be full-sized. And I was really, really pleased with that. And then my latest and my last purchase, and my newest palette, is the Urban Decay Vice 3 palette. And it comes in this cute little pouch where you can just take it out like so. And it says Vice on it. Oops, sorry if I'm blinding you. And it's a magnetic closure, which I really like personally. But it comes with all of these colors, and I really, really, I got it mainly for Alchemy and Sonic. This is Alchemy and this is Sonic. And they're both, Sonic is very much a coppery red, but Alchemy is actually a very nice berry color, and I love berry eyeshadows and everything. But they've got so many gorgeous colors. Again, it came with its own little brush, as all Urban Decay palettes do. And it has a huge, I'm just going to show you really quick, it has a huge mirror, and it only opens up to a certain way, and so when I'm like sitting at my desk and I don't want to pull out a mirror, I can just be using this palette and, you know, use the mirror there. And I really, really like that. I wish I could get my hands on the Vice Limited palette, but sadly I do not think I can. Which is okay. I don't need any eyeshadow palettes right now anyway, but I like to collect them. I like having all of the color choices and everything. So it was really, really cool. So guys, that's the end of my video. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed filming it for you guys and just being able to show my palettes and be like, this is how I've become a makeup artist. This is what I do. And so it's great. It's wonderful. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It's easy, it's free, and you'll get to see more of me. Won't that be great? And I hope you guys have a great night or a great day whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.